welcome to my first ever thrift flip video. Today I have 4 simple hacks to change up your clothes and probably make them a little bit more wearable. We're starting up with making a cute little crop and matching headband set, and what you need for this is just a button top. So first you're going to pin where you would like it to be cropped, and this is to stop you from cutting it too short and you know exactly where you want it to hit. Make a note of this and then cut underneath it, leaving enough room for a hem. After this, what I do is I usually just fold the first hem in place and then fold over it again to make it a more polished hem. Then just pin this in place, and after you've pinned it in place, it's the perfect time to try it on and make sure that it's actually the right length before you go and sew it. This just saves having to unpick it later on. Once you've sewed the hem in place, that's pretty much it for the crop, and you can get on to making the headband. Take the spare piece of fabric you cut off of the bottom of your top and then fold it in half with the good sides facing each other. Then pin this together, and after that you just want to sew it in place to make like a tunnel. Then what you want to do is you want to turn this tunnel inside out so you have the good material on the outside. I use this tool, that long needle thing, which is called a bodkin, and it's only $6 from your local craft store, so I recommend buying one, but you can also just use your fingers, use the safety pin technique, or even use a pen if you try to. Just tug on the fabric and it makes it so much easier. Also, it can be used for pulling elastic through, and it's just a good investment. Once I've done this, I usually use my hair straightener to sort of iron it, and then just sew along the edges so that it's nice and clean when it's finished, and your headband is done. Next is just another super simple cropping thrift flip. So I've got this super long turtleneck. I have no idea who made it this long, but I'm pretty much just cropping it to make it a little bit more of a flattering length. This tutorial starts out the same as the last one. Just put the item on and then make a mark with a pin where you'd like to cut it. This is really similar to the last tutorial, so if you just don't want a variation of hemming, then you can skip to making a dress in the next thrift flip. But anyways, make a note of where your pin was, then cut underneath it and put your spare fabric to the side. Turn it inside out and then place your hem and roll it over again so you get that nice polished hem. Pin it in place and then sew it in place after you have pinned it, and that's pretty much it again. Next up is turning this little summer mini dress into more of a bodycon dress that might be a little bit more wearable with the trends that are in at the moment. This can also work on any large oversized t-shirt. So just grab your favorite bodycon dress, and if you don't have a bodycon dress, lie on your dress and draw around the shape of you instead. But otherwise, draw around your dress and then pin around those lines where you just drew. You can do this one side at a time, but I chose to do both sides at once so it would make it easier. Pin at once and then sew at once. Just sew down the lines that you drew with your felt tip pen at the beginning, and once you've cut off the excess pieces, you're left with a really cute, trendy little bodycon dress. My final little flip hack for this video is resizing and cropping. So if you have a cute little singlet and you want it to fit you a bit better and just look a little bit more like you bought it in the store, this is the hack for you. It's pretty similar to the last videos, but you're going to put on the top, make a pin mark of where you'd like it to be cropped, and also look at how much needs to be taken out of the back or the sides. Cut off the bottom again to crop it, flip it inside out, balance it halfway, and then I decided to take my fabric out of the back. So I pretty much just pinned along and sewed along the amount of fabric that I had planned to take out, and then I put my hem in place. I didn't do a nice polished hem this time because I had accidentally cut too much off and it was just not easy enough. Pin this in place, sew this in place, and then your top is finished, cropped and resized to fit you perfectly. Thank you so much for watching. As you can see, there are some more videos on the screen if you want to check those out. My socials are at the bottom of the screen as well, and I would love if you'd leave this video a like, a comment, or perhaps subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back again next week with another video. Bye!